with world economic news. Tonight's issue is supply chain and how it is affecting Americans. Now you might be wondering, what is the supply chain? And how does it affect me? The supply chain starts with the supplier. The supplier gives the raw materials to the manufacturer who makes the product. It is then distributed, and we do some logistics, and then the product is sent to retail stores so the customers can buy it. Issues come when there is disruption in the chain. First, we turn to our Gen Z correspondent, Brookie.
Hey guys, I'm the political TikTok correspondent of the Gen Z Perspective, Brooklyn, with a Q, actually, obviously, that's how you spell it.
Brooklyn, could you possibly change the camera angle for our viewers?
No, actually, I can't change my camera angle because they told me I could do it however I wanted, and this, just fits my vibe, and I just, this is how I am.
I don't like your little games, don't like your supply chains. The gas price never stays. Ain't it cruel? No, I don't like you. I don't like your perfect crime. How you laugh when it's high. You said the gas was mine. Isn't cool? No, I don't like you. And it gets harder, it gets higher at the worst time. Like Rockefeller rose up from the dead, he does it all the time. Inflation grows, we barely know, and then supply is low. I look up, and then you say, oh, ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me, ooh. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. I don't like the supply squeeze. Now I am on my knees. You said the cost will freeze. Lock me up, no guarantees. What? The world moves on, another day, another drama. But not for me, all I think about is karma. And then the world moves on, and one thing's for sure. Baby, I got mine, but you'll all get yours. And it gets harder, it gets higher at the worst time. Like Rockefeller rose up from the dead, he does it all the time. Inflation grows, we barely know, and then supply is low. I look up, and then you say, oh, ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me, ooh. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. I don't trust supply and the costs increase. No raw materials, like I'm living in a bad dream. I don't trust supply and the costs increase. No raw materials, like I'm living in a bad dream. I don't trust supply and the costs increase. No raw materials, like I'm living in a bad dream. I don't trust supply and the costs increase. No raw materials, like I'm living in a bad dream. I'm sorry, the government can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, so you'll dread. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me, ooh. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me, ooh. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me ooh. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
So I hope that dance made sense to everybody, because, and all you news watchers and followers and stuff, because I know the news can be confusing and complicated. So I hope that super amazing dance that I just created all on my own was helpful.
And okay, thank you for that creative approach, Brooklyn. We have an exclusive interview with dress manufacturer Abushka, where we asked her some questions about the disruptions in the supply chain from Russia. USA say нет more dresses from Russia. That means supply go down and prices go up, because dresses come from Russia, Mother Russia. Thank you, Abushka. Thank you for that unique perspective. We turn now to our field reporter, Abby Pearl. Where are you today, Abby? Thank you, Abigail. We're here at our local gas station talking to consumers about gas prices. We're here with town curmudgeon Abe.
I told you, it's Abraham.
What do you think about the local gas prices, Abe?
Back in my day, I could buy gas for a nickel. A nickel. These prices today are outrageous, and I blame it all on Rockefeller. You know, he stole my wife once.
Interesting take on it, Abe. Back to you, Abigail. Thank you, Abby. We have footage of Press Secretary Babby discussing the supply chain disruptions and the official government response on this matter. Next question.
What is the government doing to try to fix the supply chain issue?
Thank you for the question. I am not specifically going to comment on what the government is or is not doing to make things either better or worse, other than to say at this time the administration feels it is necessary to continue the trade restrictions and regulations on goods coming from certain countries, including the restrictions on oil. The administration is adamant that this restriction are not causing supply to go down and the cost to go up. The president maintains his commitment to lowering the prices while still trying to keep the American public safe from certain countries that have trade restrictions and sanctions, such as China and Russia. Thank you. No more questions. To recap, the government's position on stifling supply chain is a short-term commitment and will inevitably keep us safe. Experts, however, disagree with the president's assessment. Restrictions and regulations drive prices up, and supply goes down. Critics of the president suggest deregulation, which we think is a fine idea. A short-term solution is ramping up American production and increasing self-sufficiency. As a long-term solution, we should consider turning back to Founding Father Thomas Jefferson's suggestion: peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. Thank you for tuning in to World Economic News. Tune in next week where we tackle inflation. USA say нет more dresses from Russia, and then the supply go up. No, supply go down. Mother Russia and Putin.
And I feel like it should have been obvious because of the spelling, you know, basic letters in kindergarten and stuff. But yeah, just have like 2 million followers, and
Thank you, Abigail. We're here at our local gas station talking about gas. To recap, Press Secretary Babby says stifling. To recap, Press Secretary Babby said that stifling the supply chain.
You know what? Back in my day, you could buy gas for only a nickel, not this hogwashery. That is way too much to be paying for gas. And back in my day, me and Henry Ford, we were buddies, best friends. And we had this horrible, horrible feud with Rockefeller. He stole my wife. And it all goes down to Rockefeller, I think, because gas prices just went up and up and up. This is a monopoly.